250 hours on the Stander X. How does it do on hills? How does it get through gates? How does it perform on thick, heavy, wet grass? All here on Unbroken. Let's ride. Before we get into the real test where we test it on some thick grass, I've got one area of this property that hasn't been cut in 1 month. It's about 5 inches tall, how fast this thing goes, all that good stuff. But before we get into that, let's get into the overview. Start off, this is the Wright Stander X 48-inch deck with the Cowie 730V, 23.5 horsepower, 730 cc's. We've got a floating deck on this machine as well. We go up to 5.5 inches all the way down to 1.5. Also houses an 8-gallon tank. It's a pretty simple setup. You have your hour meter here, you have your choke, you have your blade engage, key ignition, you got your throttle right here. All right, out at the field, as you can see, we're looking pretty tall. I'm looking at it, it's about 6 inches of grass. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go over it one time with the Stander X, just so that you can see. Now, if you guys are saying, oh, you've got new blades on it, these blades that I have on it right now are about a month old.
No, God! No, God, please, no, no!
Just put a sharpened edge on them, so they should be pretty good to go. I'm gonna run it over one time, this spot, and then we're gonna see how we look right after that. Guys, Stander X plowed through about a month's worth of growth. It didn't bog down even one little bit. I'm going to show you the finished cut, and y'all tell me what you think. For the finished cut, as you can see, there's a couple sprigs here and there, but honestly, for a month's worth of growth, I give it a pretty good solid pass. Didn't clog down at all. A couple of clumps, mulched it up pretty darn good for what it's worth, how tall it was. Probably run it over one more time so you can get it with 2 cuts on it. Just finished the cut, second cut on this little property here, and now we're looking a lot more sharp. Got basically nothing sticking up. Clumps are looking a lot better. I'll show you right over here the difference between the two. So that was it before, and that's it after. I'd say a pretty darn good job. Now for some speedy action. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise this deck up, and I'm going, this is about, I'd say around 25 yards. I'm gonna race all the way down, and I'll let you guys kind of see and feel for the speed of the Stander X. For the pros, okay, for the Stander X, I'll be honest guys, this machine is a beast. I cannot deny it gets through everything that I need to get done. It's never given me any issues when I've done leaves with it. No, nothing. You're talking about hills or gates, it really just depends on your area. If you've got standard 42-inch gates, then you're going to want to opt for a smaller deck size. The 48-inch is the smallest deck size that the Stander X comes in. The Pro, we got 8-gallon fuel tank. It gets about 16 yards, depending on the size of the yard. I get about 16 yards or about 2. I usually have to fill up about twice a week. The engine is run strong. Cowie just makes a great engine. Right, now for my cons, because I've got a couple issues with this Stander X. For one, right up here, there's this fuel shutoff switch, and I don't know why they put it here. But if you ever, especially when I didn't have this trimmer rack in the way, and I'd just be getting on and off, every now and then I'd bump that close, and all of a sudden I'd be cutting grass, and the whole mower would shut off, and I wouldn't know why. But really, I mean, it's just in the wrong place. Two, if you notice where the spark plugs are on this machine, right in there, this one is not the issue right here. It's the one on this side. So whenever you go and try to get a tool into this one, this whole bar and raise system gets all in the way. So the oil filter and oil drain line. So for the Wright mowers, the oil drain line is right here in here. So you have to unscrew this with a wrench and it'll drain out the bottom. On my model, and the fuel filter, just another thing that's really hard to get in and back there when you're going to change the oil. The only other thing that is ever broken or come loose on the mower is right here. There's a parking brake thing that actually is the locking mechanism to the handlebars up in here. Right here, you can see that little pin in there. That thing has come loose and lost a bolt, which then prevented me from being able to go to be able to unlock the handlebars to engage the hydros. Suspension, I'll be honest with you guys, after about 2 acres, you're definitely going to start feeling it in your back. I think with any mower, but definitely with the Stander X being a smaller size mower, if you've got a bunch of 2-acre, 4-acre properties, this mower really isn't for you. I'd recommend getting a bigger mower like the ZK. Would I or would I not buy the Wright Stander X? I can confidently say to all you guys listening, from purchase to 250 hours, would definitely recommend the Stander X. If you have properties that are ranging about an acre, quarter acre to an acre, and your gate sizes are 48 inches or above. If your standard gates are 42 inches or below, this mower ain't for you. Or if you're mowing acres, most of your client loads are either acres or above, then you're gonna have to get a little bit bigger of a mower than the Stander X can take on. But if you're looking for a mid-tier, right in the middle between not too wide of a deck space with the power that it comes with, I would definitely recommend the Stander X. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you would, please give me a like and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Let's keep this YouTube grind going. Y'all, I'd love to post on here more. Just let me know down in the comments if I missed anything on this review. If you wanted to see anything else, post it down in the comments. I'll try to reply as soon as possible. Y'all, know what time it is.